गुड मॉर्निंग गाइस। मैं कल का व्लॉग एंड करना भूल गया था। आई forgot to end the vlog yesterday. So yeah, good morning. I was very much tired after the gym. I did not do cardio because I was very much fucking tired from the swimming part, and like right now also I'm a little bit sore on my traps, lower traps, mid back, rhomboids, and my shoulders because of the swimming. And I just read a quote, so I wanted to share it with you guys. A person is made by their belief. This quote is from Bhagavad Gita. I don't remember the exact shlok or a verse. A person is made by their belief. Like you are what you believe to be. So if you choose, like if you believe you are weak, you'll be weak. And if you believe you are the eternal source of, like you are the source of eternal power, you'll be like powerful beyond imagination. So choose, like your mind is your friend as well as your enemy. So choose wisely of who you want it to be. Because in life also we like tend to choose ourselves. Like I believe I'm a very happy person. I believe I'm a very strong person, and I like it took a lot of time and a lot of things to come here to build this belief. Otherwise, I was not like this. Sometimes I feel very low about myself. Like I am not nothing. Like I don't look good. I look good. I know that. That's where I think the obsession came from, because I started believing in myself for the first time in my life in the last few years only. Like maybe 2025. Before that, I was not like that. So yeah, like today's Sunday, I'm not gonna go do any cardio. I'm not gonna go do gymming. I just want to take rest today and feed myself well. Like I'll be on my diet and only. So I'll see you after that.
So my Sunday went very well, and I was not feeling good today. Like my best friend came back from a trip. Like it was like he was 10 days away, and we are used to spend time together every day. And I did not meet him for 10 days, and I was very excited to meet him few days ago. But from yesterday, I was feeling very off, and even today, like I was not feeling very good, not feeling myself. That's why I laid down in my bed. That's why I didn't go to gym anywhere. I wanted rest, but also mentally I want some rest. It is not burnout, but it is the feeling that I'm very much behind, like from my peers. And I like feel sometimes that my efforts all will go in vain, and it will all be worth of nothing, and I will fail in life and things like that. These are the things which go back of my mind. You feel like I am always happy and I'm always, very secure with myself. I am secure, but sometimes like things get to my mind. Even today, like I was not feeling very well. This was the like low day. Like I was feeling very low, and this kind of day comes like once in a while, like once in a month, maybe 2 months sometimes, if the days are going good. But this days always comes when you're high on dopamine. A day will come where you feel very low. I also had a cheat meal, you can call it, till like afternoon. I followed my diet. In the evening, like I just had one meal, which was also like chicken tikka along with some rotis. So it was just extra butter, nothing else. Like I hit my protein and carbs, but I was not feeling good at all. Like I didn't wanted to even meet him, like my best friend. Like I was like, it's okay. We had a lot of good time. We went to Gangor Ghat. We had fun. I was just sitting here because I feel like the game is rigged, and I will lose my youth to working and not being able to have fun like the way people around me are having fun. And I don't know, like sometimes I feel like, how will I make money? Like how will I get rich? How will I achieve my goals of becoming a wealthy person? So that was it. But from today onwards, I will be sharing some of my learnings every day with you guys, like a proper structured learning. Today, I will just share with you one of my favorite, like one of the chapter from one of my favorite books, which is the Atomic Habits. I've read only two chapters now, but like, this is a very good story, and I remember it all the time. So the chapter goes like, the fate of British cycling changed one day in 2003. The organization, which was recently which was the governing body for professional cycling in Great Britain, had recently hired Dave Brailsford, remember that name, Dave Brailsford, as its new performance director. At the time, professional cyclists in Great Britain had endured nearly 100 years of mediocrity. 100 years means is it a millennia? It's a century, actually. A century of mediocrity. Since 1908, British riders had won just a single gold medal at Olympic Games, and they had fared even worse in cycling biggest race, the Tour de France. In 110 years, no British cyclist had ever won the event. In fact, the performance of British riders had been so underwhelming that one of the top bike manufacturers in Europe refused to sell bikes to the team because they are afraid that it would hurt sales if other professionals saw the Brits using the gear. Brailsford had been hired to push British cycling to a new trajectory. What made him different from previous coaches was his relentless commitment to strategy that he referred to as the aggression of marginal gains. The aggression of marginal gains. Now, which was the philosophy of searching from a tiny margin of improvement in everything you do. Brailsford said the whole principle came from the idea that if you broke down everything you do, everything you could think that goes into riding a bike, then improve it by 1%, you will be significant you will get a significant increase when you put them all together. Brailsford and his coaches began by making small adjustments you might expect from a professional cycling team. They redesigned the bike seats to make them more comfortable. It's just seats. What will it do with performance? Right? They then asked the riders to wear electrically heated overshorts to maintain ideal muscle temperature while riding and used biofeedback sensors to monitor how each athlete responded to a particular workout. The team tested various fabrics in wind tunnel and had their outdoor riders switch to indoor racing suits, which proved to be lighter and more aerodynamics. But it didn't stop there. Brailsford and his team continued to find 1% improvements in overlooked and unexpected areas. They tested different types of massage gels to see which one led to the fastest muscle recovery. They hired a surgeon to teach each rider the best way to wash their hands to reduce the chances of getting a cold or catching a cold. They determined the type of pillow and mattress that led to the best night's sleep for each rider. They even painted the inside of the team truck white, which helped them spot little bits of dust that would normally slip by unnoticed but could degrade the performance of finely tuned bikes. My lord. As these and hundreds of small other improvements accumulated, the results came faster than anyone could even imagine. Just 5 years after the Brailsford took over, the British cycling team dominated the road and track cycling events at 2008 Olympic Games in Beijing, where they won an outstanding 60% of the gold medals available. 4 years later, when the Olympic Games came to London, the Brits raised the bar as they set 9 Olympic records and 7 world records. My lord. That same year, Bradley Wiggins became the first British cyclist to win the Tour de France. The next year, his teammate Chris Froome won the race, and he could go on to win again in 2015, 16, and 17, giving the British team 5 Tour de France victories in 6 years. During the 10-year span from 2007 to 2017, British cyclists won 178 World Championships and 66 Olympics and Paralympic gold medals and captured 5 Tour de France victories in what is widely regarded as the most successful run in cycling history. How does this happen? How does a team previously ordinary athletes transform into world champions with tiny changes that at first glance would seem to make a modest difference at best? Why do small improvements accumulate into such remarkable results? If you improved just 1% every day, 1% I'm talking about, okay, just 1%, you'll be 38 times better by the end of the year. And if you degrade yourself by 1% every day, just 1%, just let a drinking habit slip or a diet slip, you'll be like gone to 0.03% by the end of the year. This is the graph I'm talking about. I hope you can see that. So that was the learning for today. And I was not feeling very well today. Like the Sunday didn't went well. I'll maybe have lied because of the video today. But it didn't go well. And but still I'll have a walk right now, and I didn't cheat much. And it is like I learned one thing today. We mediocre people or middle class people don't know what to do in our free time, and we waste our free time. I watched videos. I watched the Great Couple Show of Samir Raina and Veer Vaisal. It was a good episode, but eventually I wasted my time. Which, if I had habits or maybe some routine that I do to increase the likelihood that I achieve my goals, it could have been different. I also didn't go to gym today. Neither I went to the swimming classes. So it could be due to that only. Like I have not done anything. I have not achieved something. But I also like there's a conflicting behavior with this. Only slaves justify their existence with productivity. Only slaves justify their existence with productivity. But if you have a goal, if you have a clear cut goal, crystal clear goal, not like I want to be rich, how rich you want to be. I have that idea in mind. I won't reveal it to the like world right now. I don't want to. I will when I achieve the goal. Okay, but I have clear thing in my mind, and I know that job and savings won't get me there. I will need a solid business. That is the only way that I can get there, or maybe becoming a very top notch job posts. That's a dash. I know what I want to become. Only like there are only two ways I can do that. So that will be it from my end. I like will think of this and will think of how I can make some tiny changes, 1% changes in my life to make it better. I have been doing this from a long time now. That's why you see the improvement in me right now, because people around me cannot speak very well in English. And I will like I want to tell you one story. When I was in second class, I switched from a Hindi medium school to English medium school. The school was mediocre, obviously, because we couldn't afford the luxurious ones or maybe the like bigger ones. But when I moved to third class, I scored 10 on 10 on maths and 10 on 10 on Hindi, but I scored only 2 on 10 on English. And that day, the principal told me that no, you cannot sit in second class, third class, you have to go back to second class and you have to repeat. I said, I will not repeat because I have already cleared that. He gave me the certificate of like you have to go and study in the second class, not the third. I went to the third class. I asked the teacher who was like teaching at the time that I want to sit in this class. They said, "You have all like in this card. It is written that you have to go to second class." But I said I already like in my innocence. I said I have already done my second class. Why would I go there? I did not fail. Then she did not allow me in this class. And then I sat outside of the class. I still remember that day. I sat outside the class and I said, I'll study from here, but I will not go to the second class or I will not come to the school anymore. I will sit in the third class. And that day I sat in the third class. And from that day, like subconsciously, because I have been like English was my insecurity at the time. So I decided I want to learn English. And then I started and there was no like stopping by. And I think I speak decent English. I have scored around 7.5 or 8 bands in English in IELTS. I gave that as well 2 years ago. So I think it's pretty good. Like it is, I guess, C1 level. So this is decent English. I know I can speak very well, and it took a lot of time to like that. Tiny changes came by here, and tiny changes in my diet and walking, and this will slowly result to something good maybe in the future. And I'll look back at myself and thank myself. So that will be it for today. Do whatever you want, man. Have a good day. Have a good one. And hasta la vista.